Hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome back to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Last episode we cleared up the research facility on the Shattered Moon of Kobo, so we're about to head right back to Jedha. Get back to Master Cordova and deliver the information we found to him. I already spoke with Grease last time, and with
Let's pick our next destination.
So, let's head back. Only 28% explored, and only 50% explored. Wow. Anyway.
Full speed to Jedha.
Indeed.
Think Cordova can make some sense of that tech Cal found?
Are you kidding me? That guy is as sharp as they come. I can't wait to see Seer again. I owe her big time. She fronted me the credits for Pyloons.
How much do you owe her, Grease?
2,000 credits, give or take. Maybe I'll make Granny Pyloon's famous casserole and she'll forget all about it.
For 2,000 credits? That better be one hell of a casserole.
Where did she even get that money from? I think that's a fair question to ask. I should probably also change up the hilt.
Time to land.
I want to change up the hilt on my saber a little bit.
It's time
Well,
to
not
review our gear.
specifically the emitter. Yes. I didn't realize, but they did change it back to something I didn't really want last time. No, that's no good.
Let's see. Maybe
No.
this.
Honestly, to be honest, yeah, that one's probably good to go. Okay. So I could try out a bunch of new stat. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am allowed to reset my progress. In the skills bar. Yes, I can reset all skills. Your first skill tree reset is free. After this, spend 1 skill point to reset and refund all skill trees. You will still keep any skills acquired in-game. Huh. Okay. Because I'm thinking about swapping it up. Try out the blaster stuff, try out the crossguard stuff. That might be overkill and won't be as good against... Well... Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do double-bladed and try out crossguard. Just because I feel I want to play with the crossguard. Do it. Yep. Okay. So, let's look at the crossguard. Rending Strike. It uses force. Oop. Let's take a look at it. Wow. Okay, so that just does a lot more damage. Sure. Impact. Shockwave, greater impact. What does this look like? Oh. Sundering Swipe. AoE. Oh, okay, but it uses force. That's not great. That's fine, I've already seen it. Greater Cleaving Swing. Reaching Cleave. I'll take both. And the crossguard doesn't have as much, doesn't have quite as many spots either. Charged Reflection. Ooh. So that just does extra damage, and will hit them if... Okay. Rolling Thunder. Oop. Whoopsie. And Rolling Thunder, whatever the hell this is. Oh, straight overhead throw? That's interesting, but it also uses the force. I don't know if I'm going to use that at all. So... I'm gonna go back and get my HP back. This is pretty important. Block meter refills faster. Teamwork. Additional life, yes. Additional life again. I'm kind of looking at power of friendship to get an additional force meter bonus, but that's okay for now. Okay. I kind of want to play around with the blaster now. Just test it out. I know I've been using the dual blade a lot, but it's time to change it up a little, I think. So, I mean, if I don't like it, I can reset my skills. It's fine. Leaping thrust, sure. Blaster cooldown. Yes, please. So I can spam more. Yep. Thank you. Hold, right click, and then press left click. Okay. Oh, just a bunch of stabs. Kind of fencer-like. Okay. And it'll give me a lot more ammo. Got it. Efficient heat transfer, sure. Point blank. Ooh. So you've got a bit of a parry here. Wow. And what is this? Quick draw. So this is basically Jedi. Got it. Okay. I'll take it all. Okay. This is gonna be really weird, I think. Yeah. Let me change up my stances while we're here then. Oh, there goes my my cape again. 10 skills ready to learn. I mean, that's not true anymore. Stances, I am now changing to the gun. Probably gonna go very poorly since I've never played with either. And perks. I've got 2 perks available. Fellowship. No, I don't need that. Precision. Parry timing is shorter. Yeah, I'm already having problems with it, so I probably shouldn't play with it that much. Versatilities. Ooh. While in blaster stance, Cal's blaster shots do more damage, and you can only use the blaster in blaster stance, so. Life regen, lightsaber throws, a shatter, resilience. This might be really helpful, versatility. Let me think about how I'm going to do this. How do I remove my perks? Okay, I can unequip. I guess I'll get rid of the block meter for now. And I'm going to try... Huh. Let's try versatility and see how that goes. Okay. And I'll customize my gun now, because I finally decided to start using it. Blaster, please. What pieces do I have? I don't have any. Oh, great. Alright, remember what I said about customizing my blaster? Yeah. Unique metal. Ancient alloy. Beskar steel. A Beskar gun? Really? I think that might be overkill.
Not your typical blaster.
No, it's not. Oh, I can toggle an attachment? Honestly, I'll stick the attachment on. Why not? Okay. Materials. Let's do light metal. Stainless looks good. And let's say I polish it a lot. Great. The grip being wood is pretty good for me. I like me some of the wood. Yeah, just keep it as is.
And
Good.
effective.
That's fine. Alright, let's finally get off here. Get off of this planet. Oh, we're not even on a planet. I've already forgotten. We're on, let's get out of here. Back. Okay. I guess they're both outside. Marin, are you here? Oh. Disappointed!
Not coming in, Grease?
I'll catch up. I'm gonna stay on the Manus, check diagnostics.
Well, if you need repairs, I'm sure the anchorites would be happy to help.
Ooh, no thanks. I don't want those weirdos rooting through my ship.
Fair enough. I've returned, team. I'm back. With some changes to my style. I see everyone's just chilling. I'll talk to Cordova last.
How can we be sure it's safe?
We cannot.
The network's resources are stretched thin, and some local leaders are unwilling to accept the risks.
How can we convince them? Many fear that accepting refugees will put a target on their back.
How has it been spending time with Master Cordova?
An unexpected blessing. Though I have some competition.
What do you mean?
My anchorites have taken to following him around, doting on him, bringing him tokens of respect.
Interesting. So maybe I should be talking to him.
By all means. I'm sure he has much to teach you.
That's fair, though.
You're free to explore the archive.
Thank you. It just occurred to me that I'm back here, so I should probably turn off my RTX, or my ray tracing, before my game crashes again. Hey, Bo.
Don't worry about things here, Cal.
Okay, I won't.
Safe travels, Cal.
Okay, fine. No one wants to talk to me today. Alright, Master Cordova. I'm back. I'm ready. Let's go.
A strange device. This one seems to be a duplicate. Both have been damaged by lightsabers.
Wasn't me. This time.
Perish the thought.
You think you can fix it?
I'm always careful with artifacts.
But I will certainly try.
Master Jedha, the Empire is nearing Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Is it a strike force?
No, an excavation team.
Good. They don't know about the safe house.
Yet.
Safe house?
Hidden in the ruins. Have we begun evacuations?
They're already underway, but Brother Aramias isn't responding.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that when I came
Aramias
in.
has the communication codes.
If they capture him, they could put the entire hidden path at risk.
I know the ruins. I will go.
Marin, I'm coming with you. Yep.
Boat? You know what? I think I should stay here. Make myself useful.
I could use a research assistant.
Bring back Aramias.
You got it.
On it.
And no heroics.
Can't promise
With
that.
This one? No promises.
She
Exactly.
was talking to you.
Okay.
Is the safe house far?
No, but we will need a...
Hidden Path contact codes. Like many clandestine organizations, the Hidden Path uses contact codes to limit the network's exposure, should a safe house be compromised. Code access is restricted to certain members in order to safeguard against Imperial espionage.
Ammo to get there. They
Makes
gather near
sense.
the base.
I
Follow
should
me.
probably meditate here before
There's only the
anything
Force.
happens. Oh, on the trail. Among the ruins of a Republic settlement on Kobo, Cal found an ancient broken device, possibly connected to Tanalorr. He also experienced a vivid Force echo, in which Dagan Gera slaughtered Jedi in a rage. And upon Kobo's shattered moon, Cal defeated one of Ravis's lightsaber-wielding lieutenants and retrieved another damaged device. Cal returned them to Master Cordova, who vowed to begin investigating them immediately. In the meantime, Seer dispatches Cal and Marin to a Hidden Path safe house, to save the anchorite brother Armias and the vital contact codes that he carries. It reads kind of like one of the opening scrawls from one of the movies, isn't it?
What was this place?
An old anchorite monastery. Impressive, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And while I'm here...
I've noticed some pretty fierce creatures in the desert.
Indeed. Though I suspect you have yet to meet the fiercest.
Oh yeah?
That's
Stay
reassuring.
afield of the golden Skriton, noble one. It is an ancient, treacherous creature. Should you be forced to confront it, do not trust its movements. It strikes suddenly, and in quick succession.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
The Empire is threatening Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Defeat the Golden Skriton. I plan on it. Okay, so a lot of my rumors are up in this upper section that I can't reach yet, but I might be able to go there now. I was about to say the same thing. Hal literally took the words out of my mouth.
Masks?
Why does a Jedi carry a lightsaber?
It's useful. It's a tool.
Yes. Why else?
It's a symbol.
Very good. Our masks protect us from the sands, from raw winds. But so do they symbolize our vows of anonymity.
That's some vow.
Some vow indeed.
Are you sure you don't have the Force?
I would know what you make of Jedha, noble one.
It's a bit lonely, to be honest.
Feels lonely on Jedha. The desert can seem endless.
You are not the first to say so. Jedha brings forth an awareness of the self. And we are never more lonely than in our own presence.
Is that why the Narcas stay?
The Pilgrim Moon is our ancestral home, but you are correct. There is more to our presence here. The Force resonates through the fingers of Kyber that grip Jedha's heart.
Are you coming?
True.
We need to find Armias and those contact codes.
Marin's gonna be so upset with me.
I think I'll browse a little.
Yes.
A
I sure
priceless
wish-
curio, and in good condition.
Ooh, assembly. Oh, this makes it look more like Kylo's a bit. Can I find... Where's the emitter? That's the emitter? That could kind of work.
A remarkable piece.
You know what? None of these are inspiring me, honestly. None of them speak to me. Alright, let's go, Marin.
Pilgrim Sanctuary is an ancient temple. Seer and Master Cordova chose it as the Hidden Path's safe house. We knew one day the Empire would come. Just not so soon.
Hey, the door's now open. I kind of figured. Okay. Okay, you can wait here. I'm going to force echo my way through this. I can't do anything with that for a while. I don't know where you just did, but okay.
The Spemmel are this way, Cal.
Yes, but the memories are this way. Which? There was no sound effect. An anchorite is eager to learn about the Night Sister Marin. Okay. No audio? Was that normal? Is that a thing?
Pilgrim's
Oh, nice.
Crossing is on the other side of the desert.
Okay, so this is where I came out of earlier when I was exploring.
This
So now-
way, Master Junda. We are nearly there. So, what do you think?
It's old, abandoned, and in the middle of nowhere.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Knew it. Foundation. Seer and the Anchorites discover what will become their home base in the Archive. The Anchorites express that they will aid Seer as part of their broader belief. I kind of want to make my way up there too, but I don't think... Oh, what the... I feel like this is not intentional. I don't think this is what was intended. Oh wait, well, I made it. Okay. Too far. There we go.
We better get this back to the archive.
Correct. Well, we have the high ground, so there's that.
Sometimes everything out in the desert starts to look the same.
You must focus on what is different. That is how you will not get lost.
There's an ATST down there. This part is opening up a lot, which is good and bad for me. Good because there's things to do, bad because I have a terrible tendency to want to explore everything. So this is terrible for my mental health. Why can I not grab onto the ledge? This must be a trap or something. Ooh! I actually want to wear that. It looks cool. Yes, I will equip it. Say goodbye to my Jedi robes, unfortunately. That might be overkill. I'll just stick with that. Okay. If I find other robes, though, that's gonna come right back on. So there's a spammel there. There's the rumor, or one of the rumors. That's where I'm going, but I need to get a spammel to do it. Undiscovered area, meditation point. And then another rumor, all the way up there. Okay, well, first things first, I guess. I'm already over here. I might as well keep going. Another energy shield that I can't access. Spammel over there. Desert Ridge. I don't think I can do anything with that. This probably would be where the speeders would come out. Why didn't they just lend me a speeder? That would have saved me a lot of time. Anyhow. Oh, is that a shortcut? I'll go there. I'm hearing something big and I don't like it. Oh, we're on the other side of the valley. Yeah, nice. And there's definitely something up there. Wall run. Oh, and there's something up there too. The hell? I can't pull it. I'd have to jump at it, I think. But how do I get up there? Oh, wall run. Of course. It's just barely visible. Nice. Almost. Ow. Seriously? Let's try that again, without embarrassing myself. That might be an impossible task. Got it. Whatever it was.
I think Sister Task will want to take a look at this.
Oh, just a scroll sticking out of the ceiling. Okay.
How is the desert treating you, BD?
He likes it out here.
I'm surprised. Because it's, you know, full of sand. And it's coarse and rough. And it gets everywhere. Well, there's something out there.
Good luck.
What do you mean, good luck?
This you should do on your own.
Seriously? You're not gonna help me fight the boss? I have a bad feeling about this. There he is. Okay. Ow.
Hurry!
Okay. Okay. Okay, regret. Okay, well, I'm entering this without knowing how to use my weapons. Fantastic, and it ported me all the way back here. I guess I had no choice.
Right.
Let me at least unlock this.
Let's stop.
Okay. I don't want to get on the ride. I want to...
What's something you learned traveling the galaxy?
That sometimes it is best not to ask questions. And to
Oh, yeah?
keep your eyes on the path ahead.
That's a fair point. I feel like asking questions is a pretty essential part to learning, though. But, you know, what do I know? There you are. Ow. Ow.
Help me.
It's not that bad.
Hey, bud. Stim.
I say it's not that bad. That's a lie. Okay. Ow.
Help.
Okay. Okay. Ow! So that's a one shot. And I need to figure out how to dodge it. I like that there are two spammels there and she decides to get on the same one as me. It's sweet. It's nice. This is nice.
How many safe houses does the path have left?
I do not know. But I suspect there are not many.
Fair. I'm gonna exhaust all the dialogue dying to this boss. It's okay though, I made some progress. Some. Okay, guy. Let's do it. Come on, bud. Ow. I deserve that. That's a wide sweep. Move! Okay.
Need an assist.
Dodge. Okay, that's fine. Ow.
Over here.
So it's really the parry. Go for the parry. Okay. Ow.
Buddy, help.
Ah, every time. Okay, I'm getting close. Yeah, it's basically parry and then hit it in the face. It's not that bad. I keep saying that before every boss though, and it always gets me killed, so, you know.
Come on.
Now the main thing is the dual-bladed, sorry, the crossguard is going to be a bit too slow for this enemy, because I need to be mobile in order to hit its weak spot on the on its side. Okay, come on. Ow.
Help, please!
Ow.
Buddy, help!
Ow.
Help! Hurry!
Ow. Oh, that was close. Nice! Get it! Oh! Nice!
Guess that was the golden Skriton and Sister Task was talking about.
Yes, indeed. Jedha's harsh climate forces its residents to either adapt or die. The Golden Skriton has taken this to extremes. Greater still than the already fearsome Skriton, this apex predator strikes harder, moves faster, and lasts longer than almost any other beast on the planet, earning it a fearsome reputation. It's funny how I was just talking about how the crossguard wouldn't work because it's too slow, and that's what I use to kill it. Funny how that works out. Okay. And I can pick up whatever the hell it was guarding in here. And then I'll be all set. What is this? It looks a little different from the previous ones. But that's okay. Unflinching. Oh, it's a perk. Can I read about that? Or... Yes, unflinching, unflinching. Absorb 1 hit when charging the blast. Oh, okay, well, that's kind of meh. Alright. Hey, Marin! Are you proud of me yet?
How did it go?
It's done.
I'm awesome. I hope you're proud of me. I see the ATST. I'd like to not die to it, but... Now I'm kind of like, okay, where else can I go? Because I've cleared that. I guess I haven't technically been on top of these, but I don't think I can get up there.
How is our friend doing?
It's fine. Right, pal?
Which friend? You mean the mount? Oh, this...
Easy, friend.
I like that it's ignoring me. Not sure how I feel about the ATST. Probably don't need to straight up run at it and, you know, get into trouble. Let's stay on the side. I see a stormtrooper up there. Okay. What have we got in here?
For Dathomir.
Oh. Okay. Well, that was easy enough.
What do you seek here, friend?
This galaxy is in chaos. I seek clarity of mind.
We share a purpose. The Empire destroyed my home. All I have is what little wisdom I possess.
Let's travel together then. It is a long road to Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Let me read this. Pilgrims discuss why they made the long journey to Jedha. So I got ambushed out here. Great.
Toss it here.
Oh, that's Marin out there, isn't it? That's funny. Ow.
You value your lives.
That was pretty good. Bye.
I have missed fighting at your side.
I have too. Have I been up there? Okay. What else have I got? Let's take a look. Path of Restoration. Perfect. So, according to the map, I can't get up there yet because I cannot use something. Not sure what, but...
Think you could put in a word for me if I bag this Jedi? Depends if you prove yourself. Sounds like a challenge.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. It doesn't really feel like I can go up here. But the Spammels can't jump. Yeah, the awkward thing is the Spammels can't jump.
Bo told me what happened on Coruscant.
Yeah. They were good friends. I wish you could have met them.
We're stuck.
Pick it up!
Giddy up, Buttercup. Alright, well, let me go and unlock that meditation spot, at least. Okay. I think that's just really dark shadows for some reason. Hello. Let's rest up.
Ready, Marin?
Always.
Ow! Aminoin, really? I mean, this is kind of getting me to the main objective, which I actually don't want. So I can always port back here in a moment. Double ATST, huh? Let's go through this ridge, and then I can go back to the other place and then head to the other path that I have not yet explored. So now we're on the other side of the,
That's good.
of the Nautilin Jedi statue. Fantastic. So we've definitely been up there somewhere. I also see a shortcut of some sort. Serenity switch, sure. Where does this take me? Whoa. Okay, yeah, I've definitely been over there. Okay, we've made it back to the right side of the map here. So, where am I now? All the way over here. So I'm going to get on a mount, head out, take a look up here, and then go to the rumor area. And then double back to the meditation point. So, let's get back onto the spam hole over here. Come on. I do see the memory
won't say it, but
echo right there.
I missed you.
I missed him too. But if you tell him that, I will retaliate.
Fair enough.
What have we got here?
Well fought, beast. You remind me of home, you know. Were you hungry? Now you will feed the other creatures.
Oh, something that you've killed? The deserts of Jedha are home to many lethal creatures. Okay. So Marin killed that one. Whenever. I kind of just want to avoid the ATST. No need in making my life harder.
Unnecessary attention.
Won't
Correct.
be easy when the desert's littered with imps.
Then we will deal with them together.
I think I see a mining droid over there. Or a scavenger droid, whatever. Okay.
Guard up.
Nope. There we go.
Hey, this is a good find.
Also, why specifically guard up? Was there an enemy? Because I'm not seeing one. I am seeing a walled climb area, though. Where does this take me? What does this get me? Oh, I can just do this. True. Hello. Whoa, why'd you have to change the camera angle on me? I'll make it up here eventually. Marin's already there. Just grab it for me, Marin. Marin, please. Marin.
A little help, buddy. Can I get a stim, buddy?
There we go.
Good find, Cal.
It was a struggle, I'll tell you that. And you didn't help me at all, but I made it, eventually.
This desert seems like it goes on forever.
Definitely feels that way.
Continues to surprise me.
Anything out on this side before I move on? I'm like, maybe there was an easier way for me to get up there. Kind of doubt it, though. Oop. Okay, we'll just move on. 2 critters, I don't care about those right now. Let's get going. Hello?
I think it likes us.
That's cute.
Ignore these creatures. Okay, we're on the other side of where I was. Obviously, I can't traverse those yet. Mammal everywhere. Oh, there's a connecting point up here. Fair enough.
Go on.
Huh. So in the end, I didn't actually do much except locate another spot.
That's good, friend.
I don't think I see any treasures here either. Oh, I see something up there. I can probably get up there with the spammel, maybe. But there are spammel right there, so I'll do that last. Or next. Up we go. Is there nothing down here? I'm surprised. Well, it's not like I can jump across to there from here. I can look at those. Let me get that droid while I'm here. Shit. I'm never gonna catch it. Damn it.
Have you been here before?
Yes. I once saved a pilgrim from a stormtrooper not far from here.
Really? Well, I guess I can always unlock that memory point. Because I know I can't really climb those. I think this is the spammel I had earlier. Combat, where? Oh. Gonna miss this one too. Or at least I got this one.
The Anchorites will want to see this.
Don't ask me about the other one. I'm gonna have to respawn it, I think. There's a whole lot of nothing on the planet, though. It's just all desert. Which makes sense, but it's not the most invigorating environment, you know? Okay, what's up here? There has to be a memory or something to scan, right? Wayfinder's Tomb. Yep, there is something.
My friends, I will not live to see all the wonders of this desert.
Cordova's travels on Jedha 4. Eno Cordova reflects on his journey and entrusts others to carry on his zeal for exploration.
But it comforts me to know that you might continue this path in my stead. For Jedha is but a constellation in a whole galaxy of secrets.
Fair enough. Oh. Oh, I see an echo over here. Hello.
Have you come across the Narcus anchorites, friend?
I have. They gave me water and a warning. Beware the central isopters, for they trade only in death.
The what? Pilgrims give their perspective on the cult of Jedha. Central adopters or whatever. Are those another pilgrim?
Not sure. Haven't heard from him since Coruscant.
Like another set of cultists? Commander... Okay, well, that's tempting too. It'll match up really nicely. Now I'm kind of like, okay, what if I keep those pants? Because I kind of like this. I wish it was all the way around. Grieves and half skirt of a soldier whose war is now long forgotten. So let's say I do that, but then change up my top to the other Jedi one. Oh, it takes it away because of the robe. I guess that makes sense. Okay, let's rock this look for a little bit. But this is kind of bulky. A bit too bulky for me. Okay, so I can't really get over there right now. Except maybe through here. That's probably the way out. So I'm gonna at least activate this so we can always come back later.
Focus.
Come on.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And now I kind of want to go back and get my revenge on that stupid droid.
Easy now. Now!
I see him. It was much easier this way around. Ha! Ha!
Hey, not
there we
bad.
go. Finally. That little guy evaded me for a little bit. But we got him on the second run. Okay, so now here we are. This is... Yeah, this is the other section I was talking about. I want to get that chest. We currently don't know how to get that chest, but I aim to do it. I wish I could glitch my way up with the spammel. If I could, you know, Skyrim it like a horse. Or if I could, you know, Skyrim it. You can kinda Skyrim a little bit around here, but... I can almost get up there. Come on, Marin, you're just laughing at me now. Oh! Made it. Wait. That's not even all the way up. There we go. I sincerely doubt this was how I was supposed to do it, but it's what I've done. I may have sequence... Well, I mean, there's no sequence here, so... I was gonna say, I might have done some sequence breaking, but... Alright, we made it up. Totally legitimately. What were we hiding all the way up here? an emitter, and that's it. Okay, well, a little disappointed, but that's alright. One day I will find proper-looking Jedi robes. You would imagine you'd find them on Jedha, right? But no, apparently not. Or at least like a High Republic area, something. Anything, please. Uh-oh. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, and a memory I missed. Good thing I looked from another angle. Oh, it's a dead person. Never mind.
Meddling in the affairs of other cults will bring only ruin, sister.
How can we stand by while innocents suffer?
I know it is difficult, but have faith. The Force will guide us to our true purpose.
Jedha politics. Two anchorites give their perspective on the other cults, concluding best to keep to themselves and not become embroiled in wider Jedi politics. Jedha politics. Probably wise, although the dead body, you know, kind of implies they didn't do very well, but, you know. Let's boost something. I have 2 skill points sitting around. Well, I'm not even wearing a cape anymore. This is just the kilt thing I have. Okay. So, Blaster's maxed out. Rolling Thunder. That doesn't seem fully necessary to me. Let's try Wrenching Pull. Pull people closer so I can swing at them with my crossguard. Yep.
I had forgotten how much time you spend meditating.
Yep. Get used to it. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to fight my way through this at some point, so I might as well do it.
We'll take them together.
I don't know what those are at all.
Need an assist.
Ow.
Road. Toss me one, BD. Give me a stim.
Ow. Well, that was annoying. Okay, let's try that again. I think that's considered a random spawn, so it's just gonna be on the floor. Yeah, my EXP is on the ground. Okay, fine.
Let's move.
I kind of want my revenge, especially since those probe droids seem new. I hadn't fought those types before. But, oh well. What's done is done. I can fight some stormtroopers, though. Hello.
Hey, you there.
Oh, jet troopers. They're very weak. This is not where I was going, is it? Where am I headed? That way. Okay. I think I've explored basically everything else around here, right? But there is a rumor, actually, if I recall correctly. There's a rumor that I need to find around here. Right? Yeah, over there. I should go back to the meditation point. Yeah.
Every time I travel this desert, I see something new.
That's incredible. It'd take years to see it all. Looks easy to get lost out here.
Then it is a good thing you have a guide.
Very true.
Steady, steady.
Okay, well there is a way across right here. And that looks climbable. It's very subtle, the lines that tell you whether or not something is traversable. Okay. Path of Persistence on Jedha. I mean, I might as well pull some of these guys, right? Can I? Or are they out of range? They might be out of range. Okay, fine. Nice. Okay. Well, they're definitely calling it the Path of Persistence for a reason. Something wall climbable? Oh. But I can't traverse that. Wall runnable. No, it's not a wall climb. I think I have to perch onto that thing. I assume it goes up or something. And then cling on it, come down, wall run, get across. That's my thought. So I don't think I can do anything right now, to be honest. I don't think I'm allowed up there. I see another memory I missed, so it's a good thing I keep looking at things from different angles. Come on. Hello, dead stormtrooper. Oh, there's the fisherman.
You do not belong on Jedha.
Oh, Marin did this. The Desert Ghost. Marin fights against the Imperial encroachment on Jedha. Correct. Hello, buddy. You have more stories for me?
Have we walked in on another dangerous expedition?
Well, the feral sneakfish prefers the taste of crab, but would happily settle for your toe.
Are you sure all this is worth the risk?
There's great beauty in peril, lad. And these noble beasts demand respect, you know. As you'll see.
Uh-huh. I guess I should follow him. Oh. Okay. Snakefish! No, that's not what I wanted. Ah. The snakefish thrives in the oases of Jedha's desert, where the frigid waters provide a natural coolant for the serpentine fish. Although the desert is barren, the snakefish requires only the barest amount to survive. The frequent sandstorms that pummel the high desert often deposit nutrient-rich detritus into the pools, which can feed the snakefish for months at a time. Really? Okay.
Cursed scalemonger! I'll have it for chum! I'll cut it with a rusted rudder!
So much for a noble beast demanding great respect.
Yeah, you're right. I'll deal with you later. Shall we continue me sordid tale?
Yes, please do.
Where were we? Ah, yes. By virtue of my prodigious fishing talents, I was taken to see the mysterious one they call Undone. I can see it still. Wee scuba, ushered into yon black-mouthed cave. I could barely make out a figure glinting with moonlight. I scrubbed my eyes like a old tar scrubbing the deck. And there she was, a vast creature. Great tentacles blooming from her blubber, like cables gorging on a fuel tank. One of the tentacles twitched into the air, just over my head, and then, wham! Right on the noggin, so I'm told. I staggered out the cave like a lover first acquainted with a deck. But something else happened. I think when that fell tentacle struck me, Undone took something straight out of my brain and put something else in.
I think you're overthinking
something
it.
in your brain?
Aye, boy. The subtle art of catching a fish. The art of focus. And in the dark, with nothing but the bristles on your chin for company, that focus is special. From that day forward, when I plunged my line into the frigid waters, it would emerge with a fish. 3 times out of 7.
Well, I mean, that's still a pretty good rate.
Less than half.
It's still decent for fishing, right?
Them from the great fish famine. Little did I know that the grapnel was soon to arrive on our shores.
Gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Perhaps, lad. And perhaps not. But that'll be a story for another time.
Okay.
Was it hard to talk Grease out of retirement?
Not really,
Not
actually.
really.
Yeah.
I think he misses traveling with all of us more than anyone.
We're his family now. You can tell by how much he complains.
Well, I mean, he called us family, too. So you're not wrong there. I wonder, is there anything on this side I can climb? Oh,
slow down now.
Don't want to be near that. Okay, I'll just stick around on this side. against these things. I don't think they qualify for that, but sure. Oh, that's new.
They're nearby.
Imperial's in the way.
Not for long.
Nice. They explode, huh? One shot. Dead. Hello. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have shot it, but oh well. What's done is done. I can climb that. Got it. And there's something wall runnable apparently. Okay. Because I don't want to keep going forward. If I keep going forward, that's the actual way out. I don't know what I'm hearing and I don't like it. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Ow! Very rude. Let me back up. Ow. Goodbye to you. Okay. No. Why did I come up here? I mean, this is a shortcut. This is probably... Oh yeah, this is the way out once I'm done here. So... basically what this is telling me is I should just go with it. Just go on ahead, come back out, unlock this thing, and then I can go over here. Yeah. Alright, I'll just do that then. It's a pretty place. I can hear it. Oh. Oh, don't do that. Narcos Highlands. There's another one. That'll do.
So, how'd you get involved with the hidden path?
I came across someone in need during my travels and helped them hide from the Empire. That eventually led me to the path.
Noble.
Sometimes I wonder if destroying the holocron had any impact.
We protected the children on that list. But there are others.
And the Empire's still hunting them down.
Of course they are.
So,
that's not news.
we must protect those we can.
Oh. Wow. That's some real upper arm strength. Upper core. Sorry. You're gonna sit on that ledge, aren't you? Must be nice to just be able to teleport. Alright, let's kick this thing off. I don't know what we're gonna run into in there. It's a nice view. Except apparently it's like freaking cold up here, so... Oh! It leads inward. I didn't think of that for some reason.
Let's check out our kit.
Let's quickly adjust how the saber looks. Because I'm thinking you can customize the vents too. Yeah. Oh, and you can change the angle. Very nice. I'm going to do this. I think this looks nicer. It does not affect gameplay, which is fine. So I can preview this now. No. Customize events. Now that's no good. No. Harmony is already what the majority of my blade already is, so... Serenity. Customize events. Not bad, not bad. Diligence. I kind of like how Diligence looks on it, to be honest. Hunter's not terrible either. No, that's a bit too much. Theratopal. Let's stick with Diligence. I think that was what I actually had equipped to begin with. Or maybe not. Oh, and the end looks a little different now, too. Oh. Oh, the tooth. It's like the Rancor tooth and like, what was her name? Tenel Ka, I think? Like Tenel Ka's lightsaber? Harmony blade end. How does this look? No, that's no good. I kind of want the scrapyard bottom, truth be told. How do I just look at it as a dual blade? Or sorry, as a how? This is in blaster form. I don't want to see it in blaster form. That's fine. How's it look? Pretty good, honestly. I can stick with that.
Maybe we try some new components.
Yeah, the way it looks right now, I'm happy with it. Although, Diligence could be pretty good. I don't know why it doesn't just preview the dual blade version, or the crossguard version.
This always clears my head.
Yeah, honestly, I'll stick with this. This works. Alright, Marin, let's get in there. Okay. Well, clearly I can just do that.
They're all over Sierra's base.
Yes, they are ancient security mechanisms.
I knew it.
When the Empire arrived, the Anchorites began to use these.
Old tech is less conspicuous.
Exactly.
True. What? Let's go.
Well done. Shall we continue?
Yes. I can't wall run that, apparently. You wanna help me out? Pull me up? That'll do. Oh. It just leads us out the back, okay. I definitely want that chest, but I can't get it. Of course they are.
In there?
Yes. The temple is abandoned and well fortified.
Perfect place to hide from the Empire.
So we thought.
We'll find Brother Armias.
I hope so. We will take the back route. It is the fastest way.
Works for me. I just have to find a way up to that chest.
That looks like trouble.
At least there's two of us. One for each of its claws.
Oh, maybe I won't be able to do it. I'm gonna have to go up there. I mean, I've already killed the golden one at this point. I'm not that worried. That did more damage than the golden one, though. Ow. I'm fine. Oh. Get it. Ow.
Nasty things.
Did you find the way to Tanalor?
Not yet. But we found some devices from the High Republic. Master Cordova's inspecting them now.
Seer and her master are quite the pair. They've been a vital asset to the path since they joined us.
Did you come across any other Jedi on your travels?
No, Cal. If I had, I would have contacted you.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Jedha paint. I messed up and lost the execution. I'm feeling like it would have been a dual one, so it's a shame. Very much a shame, to be honest. I wasn't anticipating it to be, you know, so close to death so quickly. Looks like there's another shortcut here. Oh, I see where I am. Okay. Can I respawn it? I would like to respawn it. Also, where does that lead? Is that the back area they were talking about? Yes, it is.
Nice.
Oh.
A shortcut to Seer's base.
True.
That is where we are going. But we must take the long way for now.
That's fine. I need to go back to that little cave area anyway, so...
Back to Pilgrim's Sanctuary.
Not at the moment. We will in a moment, actually. We'll do that after I get over here. I see a mount thing over there. Don't think we can use those yet. I'm sure we're gonna tame one later. No! Okay. I am falling to my death repeatedly. There we go. Way harder than necessary. Did you respawn in here? You did. Very nice. Ow.
Stim BD.
Get it. Very nice. Okay, there we go. I really just wanted to do that just to see what the dual execution looked like. Let's save Brother Amrias. How do I get over there? I'm not gonna make a jump all the way over there. I'll have to come around later, I think. I'll be back. Oh, a lambda.
Let's split up. I will slow their progress. We'll regroup near the temple.
Sure.
I'm in bad shape, buddy. Hey, Marin. Watch yourself out there.
I'll be doing the watching, pal.
She'll be fine.
Just you and me again.
She's the desert ghost for a reason. Nope.
We'll have to find another way around.
Correct. We can just go in through here, right? Oh, another energy shield. And this probably leads out the way I was looking at earlier. Yeah? Maybe? It'll probably get me out over here. Okay. Fine. And I can't do anything to these energy shields yet. I'll keep that in mind. I see that rope. I can't pull it though, sadly. Okay. I see that shortcut as well. I'm sure I'll find my way over there. The hell is that? Is that a womp rat? I mean, I know they're supposed to be native to Tatooine, but, you know. Workbench? Yep, it's a workbench, but why do I need it? I'm gonna ignore it. Oh. I see the meditation point inside. Another shortcut, okay. Whoa! Cheater. It's just dying. Alright.
This guy looks hungry.
Well, that was very, very easy. I think it was glitched or something. I can probably shimmy my way up there, can't I? It all looks so shimmyable. But it's not. And then there's something up there, apparently. What is this? And why am I holding it? Oh. It's for the door. Alright. Where am I attaching it then? Let go for now. Oh, it's timed. Okay, that's not that bad. Let me get as much length as possible. And go. That'll do. That'll lock it open. Hello. Justice script. Okay. I guess I could use it to jump up to that. Yeah, okay. But now I'm kind of like, what if I put it over here? Can I latch onto anything? Let's find out. Come on. Let's see if there's anything I can wall run onto. No. Okay, fine. It was worth a shot. Come on. That'll do.
Careful not to touch anything here. Don't want to wake the dead.
Oh. This is basically a catacomb.
To the very end. But to what cause?
Ancient Crypt. The guardians of the Jedha Temple remain vigilant even after death. Interesting. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, yes. Good. Good I checked over here. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Nice. Very nice. What are you gonna do? Shoot at me? You're about to explode. Okay. That's fine. I'm just spamming my way through them with the dual with the cross guard, but it worked out. All right. Next area, please. Shortcut, please. Excellent. Where am I going with this? Just up here? I did stick the landing. Shimmy? Hello, little womp rat. Hello. Cute. Okay, I can't go any further. Up I go. Oh. I want that. Looks like a trap, though. Next move? Spring the trap.
A map of the region. There's
That's
Pilgrim
helpful.
Sanctuary across the bridge. Wonder what those markers mean.
Map of Pilgrim's Path. A rudimentary map of the rigorous Pilgrim's Path, denoted with various symbols and points of interest, both known and unknown. Excellent. Let's open this shortcut then. And find out where we're going from here. Kind of curious to know how they set up their sanctuary, because, I mean, obviously
Brace
it's not...
yourself, BD.
Uh-oh.
This
Is it
remind
wind?
you of Zepho too?
A little. What is that, another shortcut? Wow. Okay. I guess we're just gonna climb up. This is probably the way up, yeah? Or rather, the way in, I mean. Okay.
Can't make that. Too
No?
windy.
Okay, fine. I feel like there's gonna be a jump scare from one of these at some point. Just by crawling through. Oh, that'll do it.
You ever heard anything like that before? Almost like music.
That's cool. That's a cool concept, actually. I really like that. There's absolutely going to be a jump scare at some point. Come on. You don't give me those angles without thinking ahead.
Let's stop.
Yes, indeed. Whistling drop. Okay.
All set, BD?
Like the singing valley. Oh, hello. I completely missed.
You will regret that.
Will I?
They were waiting on a shuttle. Means more on the way.
Okay, definitely not going down there.
Gotta do something about that.
Like what? Block it off with another instrument thing? I'm not gonna make that jump. Can I push that back in and make it come out the other side? No, I don't think so. Well, there's a way down, so I should probably take a look. Oh, okay, that'll work. I just didn't see this path. Nothing else? This feels like it'd be very difficult to do. Because you're getting buffeted by wind, but okay. Oh, wow. It would be so hard to hold on.
What kind of pilgrims came out here anyway? Imagine crossing these gales just to find a safe place.
Yeah, right?
Guess you can't put a price on sanctuary.
Oh boy. Oh. Actually not sure what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I guess it's less windy down here. Oh. Fair enough. I guess there was just something I could drop to. Alright. Let's go. I really want to do the side jump, but I feel like that would be foolhardy. Oh. Okay. So just down all the way to the bottom. Jump against the wind. Probably move to the end. We're actually protected by the
mentioned this was the back route, right?
By the rocks, yeah.
Hope Seer's got another way for these refugees. They've been through enough.
True. Alright, let's pull that out.
That should give us some cover.
That it will. Oh. I guess this counts as a shortcut, sort of. Whoa. That's a shortcut right there. I guess I'm being boosted by the wind, so that's fine. And it conveniently locks just for me. Latch on, please. Very nice. Nearly fell off to my death, but that's okay.
Calm down. That's just the wind. I don't know which is worse, the winds or the... I swear, if I hear Desert Ghost one more time...
Go for it. I'm the Desert Ghost. I'm stealing Marin's name. Ow. Alright. Wow, that's instant. Goodbye.
Marin's been keeping busy. Why didn't the Empire give us a nickname?
Well, we're just the Jedi, so... Unfortunately, we're not interesting enough for it. What was that?
Buddy?
I thought they were supposed to be excavating or exploring, not destroying. I thought it was supposed to be like an archaeologist team that was coming out. Yep, activate please.
Yeah, definitely Marin's work.
Oh, she blew up the Lambda. Nice. Help me. Hey, why are you coming over here again? Whoa. Ow.
Here, buddies.
Ow.
Beating them.
Stop picking me. That's illegal. Ow. Fine. You, push him into there. Nice. Ow. Less nice.
BD, Sim here.
Very nice. Get it.
Stormtroopers weren't ready for these conditions. And it doesn't hurt to have a desert ghost on our side. Maybe the wind's turning in our favor for once.
Never say that, Cal. You should have learned that by now. Hello, I knew it. K3 in Vindicator barrel, so this is for the gun. I guess I can just jump straight up at it. Nope. Okay, that'll work. Go. Whoa. That's not good for me.
Force of nature, huh?
That she is. Okay, I don't think I can go anywhere back there, so let's just move on ahead. You want me to wall run over the fire? Fine. Another shortcut. What are you scanning?
Onwards, traveler. Cross over. Cross over to what?
We'll find out. Is it a leap of faith, like in Last Crusade? Messages strewn across the pilgrim's path, while often cryptic, were meant to encourage its more dedicated travelers. How the hell did people do this without the technology that we have right now? Oh, we're up here now. We did all that. Oh, I see. This was probably, you know, a proper stairwell at one point. Well, it seems very steep, but... okay, so they didn't need to do what I just did. Got it. No treasures back here? Alright. Is that the fisherman again? It is. What the hell is he doing here? How do I get to him? I need to talk to him.
Let's stop for a moment.
Crypt of Irma. Okay, who's Irma? I mean, obviously I can't get over there right now, so I'm gonna have to find my way.
Go check on the new unit. It's not responding to comms. Are you kidding? I don't want to be near that. Ha! An intruder!
Oh, you see me. Come on. I kind of feel bad for the regular stormtroopers.
This say anything about the path? Rest, reflection, direction. Onwards, traveler.
Lots of wall running. Meditation Hall, an invitation for travelers to find stillness along the path. Though the journey carries pilgrims forward, direction can only be found in taking stock of the route. Well, that's probably the proper way forward. So I'm going to wall run my way up and around. Oh, I see you. Please tell me you're an outfit. You are a very large chest. I nearly said it in a completely wrong way. What are you? Yes! Just straight up Jedi. Alright, I'm wearing that. Sorry everyone, that's what I'm gonna wear forever. I was wearing this armor for like a day at best. Yep. Oh, and I can change the material. Very nice. Simple, unadorned robes of a Jedi, steeped in millennia of history. I kind of like this one, but I don't know what the symbol is, so I'm not 100% on that. And apparently the red one is just slightly destroyed for some reason. It's a bit frayed around the edges. I'll just stick with the default color, yeah. What am I going to do about the pants, though? Oh, Jedi pants. Okay. Let's just stick with this for now. Yeah, just Jedi outfit. Wish I had the proper robes, but they'll do. I don't have the belt, though, I'm noticing. The proper belt. But that's okay. Shortcut? Nope.
It's locked.
That it is. Alright, who are these people? Why are they all dead? Oh, is that a Dark Trooper?
Empire brought a new toy.
Hello. Okay. It's like a classic looking Dark Trooper. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, pulling a Grievous. Oh, I chopped something off. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die to headbutts. Okay. Ow.
Pointless evasion.
I'm kind of like, do I not get to execute you or ow? I guess not.
Play nice, huh, BD?
No executions for me. DT Sentry Droid. Parrying their relentless melee strikes will weaken their arms and make them vulnerable to dismemberment. Be careful as you dismember their limbs. The more functionality they lose, the more aggressive they become. DT Series Sentry Droids, manufactured by Bactoid Combat Automata, are used as elite guard droids across the Galactic Empire. Broadly built and cast in black plating, DT Sentries are an imposing sight. Aside from powerful hydraulic arms used to pummel targets, their weapon configurations can be altered depending on the specific needs of an assignment. Okay. Interesting. I'm nowhere closer to finding the fisherman, though. Which is honestly the biggest draw to me right now. It's just on my mind. Okay. Get me across. Thank you.
It's easy to get knocked off course around here. Let's move carefully.
I'm seeing that chest. How do I get that chest? Oh, I kind of thought I could just, you know, fling myself up through the hole. Okay.
Need to pick me up. I'm okay.
Nope. I guess I could always just climb or use this thing. Or I could just, you know, drop down. And then what? Wall run? Yep, wall run. Very windy. Blustery Misa. And it comes with, of course, Misa Jar Jar Binks. Alright, let's go. Justice! Okay. Examine. Examine what?
Must be getting closer.
We are, but it still feels like we're quite far, to be honest. Okay, we're getting to the wall run area. That'll do. Oh, okay. Sure, I'll take it. Hello. Ow, a rock. Alright.
Can you patch me up? Better.
Hostile agent detected.
A lightsaber.
Marin's watching out for us, buddy.
Oh, Ghost or Guardian. The Imperial presence on Jedha is seemingly increasing for reasons yet unknown. The Empire, however, did not account for a Dathomirian Night Sister. Yeah, no kidding. So I've missed out on the fishing pool, haven't I?
We gotta clear out before excavation reaches that temple. They're dispatching another. I want to have a front row seat when they try out the big gun.
Big gun. Crap. You're mine. Very nice. Very nice. And I might as well get you before you... Yeah, before you turn back on me.
That'll give us a boost.
I don't know what my saber's doing, but sure. It's very windy. Very windy. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to pull it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Is this a shortcut back in? I think it is. Yes. Okay, I need to figure out how I'm supposed to get back over there. Well, if I'm over here right now, then I'm relatively close. Yeah, I'm relatively close to the fisherman. I just want my healing back, honestly.
Ready to go.
There may be a Jedi around, but our orders are to remain here and go. I see you!
Okay. We're back.
Get him! Up there!
That's illegal, you can't see me. Who wants it? Bye. Where's the flame trooper? Ow. 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 That'll do. Yep, you're the only one left. Come on, buddy. Bye. Next question. How do I get... Oh, I see. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's one of those prospector droids. How the hell? Yeah, the wind is too strong. Oh, I see. Pushing that back in made the wind more powerful again. I got it. Okay. That was a little confusing. Hello. Ow. Bye. Ow. Bye.
ED, help please. Perfect.
Okay. Not sure what that will... Oh, I see. I'll be able to climb. Got it. Wind chimes. Lots and lots of wind chimes. That's probably the way up. This will probably lead me to the fishing area. Wow, it exploded. Okay. Ow.
Give me a stim.
I just shot that off the wall. These are just chilling on the wall. Got it. Back away. Ow.
Toss it.
Nice. Okay. I just gotta remember what I can and cannot do. Just a pass.
Controls must be elsewhere.
Of course it would be.
Falling behind.
So I can just shoot them off the wall. Ow, ow.
Bells. Almost helps you ignore all the bone piles.
Indeed. I see things hiding around the corners. I assume those are not bodies? Oh no, they are bodies. They're totally bodies. I'm surprised there's like no echoes up here. Okay. Very rude.
Could use a little help, BD.
No more healing.
Just in time.
And there's gonna be... I bet there's gonna be some sort of boss fight. It's a crypt.
We're lucky, BD. It looks well preserved. A droid with its master.
Oh. It's a gonk droid. Huh. Companions of the caretakers. Caretakers use gonk droids, GNK droids, to transport their materials and house their data. Often their only sentient company, the bonds between master and droid were hard-fought. Kind of surprised that this does...
Crypt. Bet Marin would love this place.
That A, it does not take me to the fishing area, and B, that there was no fight. Okay. Oh.
Seek not the path. Return to stillness, traveler. And the way reveals itself.
Catacombs of the Weary. Hundreds of fallen pilgrims were embalmed and immemorialized by caretakers of the path, who endeavored to give all those who walk the path respect in both life and death. They die trying to get to the summit.
In peace.
Like Mount Everest, kinda. Okay, well, that's pretty clear. The way to go. Okay. Kinda would like to make it over there, but I don't think I can. At least not directly. Oh, this is pretty. Is this it? This is probably it.
Come now.
Whoa.
You can make it.
Are you the same race as... What was his name? The guy who was in the Separatists. I can't remember his name right now.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
I'm Peely. Didn't expect to see any pilgrims today.
What are you doing out here?
Tending to what I can. But very little grows here, as you can see.
You should check out the Kobo system. Everything grows there.
Sounds lovely. Perhaps I will.
Just tell the bartender of Pyloon's Saloon I sent you. He'll get you set up.
Okay. Hilly Wald. A talented botanist and plant geneticist whose talent catapulted her to the forefront of her field at a young age. Pili fled to the frontier where she could continue her work in peace. Okay. I'm thinking of the separatist guy who was in charge of the Techno Union. I think his name is Wat Tambor? I think? I believe? I mean, they might not be the same race, because they're very different looking, actually, now that I think about it. But it just makes me think of it because all I see is their, the upper part of their head, and it's covered by, you know, a visor. Pili the gardener has now been recruited to the rooftop garden of Pyloon's Saloon. With Pili recruited, you can unlock additional garden plots by growing your plants to full size. Once all plots are unlocked, you'll acquire special gardening abilities. What the hell? Do I really care that much, though?
It's an odd place for a garden.
I'd been feeling rather aimless. So like the pilgrims, I came to find a new direction. When I came across these struggling seeds, I had to tend to them.
I'm amazed anything grows out here.
Life is stubborn like that, I suppose. I know this effort was futile, but it is my duty as a botanist.
I understand, but this is a desert. These are hardly the conditions for life to thrive.
Correct.
Perhaps I never wanted to admit that.
Your efforts aren't wasted. Sometimes you need to know when to walk away. It's not defeat. It's just redirection.
I shall think on that, Cal.
And I think that's also parallel to what Cal is going through right now as well. He needs to figure out, he needs to walk away from the fight.
Stay safe, Peely. The imps are all around us.
I believe I'll take your advice and head to the Kobo system. See you there someday, I hope.
I will see you there. Where are we activating? Oh, another shortcut. Where does this go?
This leads up to the bridge.
Oh, it's not a shortcut at all. Okay. No, this is just the other way. Okay. Yeah, she's got a moisture evaporator and everything out here. Is there anything over here for me to grab? Is there a reason for me to be on this ledge right now? I don't see it. Alright. I could do with another memory,
botanist in the desert.
Meditation point.
It's been really lost. We're desperate to find our way.
I know I can't do anything here, but I wanted to see, because clearly I'm supposed to go there. Where the stormtroopers are waiting for me, apparently. Hello? Seriously?
I needed that.
Ow.
I'm unsure if this is working. Anyone? Help!
Bye. Is this an elevator? Oh, is this the...
Something about that rock formation looks familiar.
Huh? Does it? Am I missing something? This will probably take me back down, right? Yeah, so now this is a shortcut. Got it. I don't think it's a meditation point, though. No. Let's go back up. Also, my complete lack of healing items is a little concerning. Okay, climb up. Got it. How far back is it gonna send me when I die?
The bridge to Pilgrim Sanctuary.
It's shattered. Up and over? Oh, memory point. Thank you. Missed it. Okay, this'll do.
I could use a break.
What am I missing? Is it just stuck? I think I stuck it. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Time-worn bridge. Okay, at least it reset and it's gone now. What were you about to scan, buddy? You made a noise. Oh. Okay, but I want to see. There we go. Where does this lead? What are we doing here? I see no reason for me to be here, although I can jump that way. Maybe that's just the way to get back up here later. There is a bit confusing. Hello.
Let's take this to Sister Task.
Too bad Sister Task never has anything I want. I mean, that's not her fault, but, you know, it's unfortunate. Oh, hey, Marin. We caught up.
I did what I could, but there is an Imperial unit up ahead. Thought I should warn you.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Lead the way.
Let's go together.
Get reports of the Jedi and the sorceress. Did you say sorceress? Jedi is bad enough, but now we're up against a force switch? That's right. I heard she wiped out a whole squad in the southern ruins. Time for payback. Oh no.
Oh, they're both jet troopers. Okay. Okay. Nope. Bye.
I'm with you, Cal.
Ow! 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 Okay, I got stuck on a ledge and then got smacked repeatedly. That was unfortunate. Alright, let's do that again. Marin, pretend you just didn't see that. We're back.
Guard up.
Intruder detected.
Ow.
Look at the situation tactically.
Making evasive maneuvers.
That works.
By attack with thought.
Very nice. Get it. Okay, well, whatever.
Did the Empire find a way into the temple yet?
No.
Marin?
One moment.
I think I just interrupted her dialogue as well.
Still impressive.
You have not seen the true extent of my powers, Calcasius.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
Where are you going?
Away. Okay. Oh. Okay. More exploration. Thank you. Was that all? Oh no, there's more to this. Huh. Very vertical, this level. And this takes me back inside. What's in here? Okay. Something I can't have access to right now. I'll have to keep that in mind. Is this going to take me to the fisherman's area? No, it's a shortcut. Oh, we're back out here now. It's not really much of a shortcut, is it? Alright, we're here.
Can you make that?
Not without some help.
Then it is good this path was designed to guide the winds.
True. Do I know where that leads? I do. Okay. Go. What the?
Hear that?
The ruins are singing.
It's coming from that chamber.
Then you must find a way in.
I mean...
Now or never.
See you later, Marin. Okay. We're just in the singing ruins, apparently. That's a thing. Well, let's see what's on the left before we go off onto the right. That's a good thing I went left.
All this way. Just to die.
Unfortunate.
No treasure's worth dying for.
Trespassers of the Storm. After trespassing in the path's most sacred of chambers, looters receive their just reward. Fair. Yeah, this is a tight squeeze. I would be quite stressed out. It's like, what if you get stuck? This hole was made for me! If you know what that is, good on you. Oh. Oh, there's the other
Let's take
person.
this back to Seer's archive.
I found so many of these, and
This
yet...
place is strong in the Force.
Is it? Okay, so that's a platform for me to jump to. What's happening? What?
So these ruins do sink.
Okay. Up I go. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Okay. I guess I'm going to go straight towards it. Well, that sucked. I was a bit too slow there. Let's try that one more time. Without falling to my death. What is all this? Okay. What the hell? Can I get over there? Inaccessible. So I cannot go there at this time. Yeah, because the doors are closed, and I can't push it from here. Okay. Whoa!
Welcome back.
Hey,
The Imperial labor camp on Maza.
the garrison's half empty. We can strike before reinforcements arrive.
Sounds promising, but Marin and Grease haven't made it back to the ship yet.
As soon as they do, I'll scout ahead and they can rest on the Mantis.
You know they'll never allow themselves to rest if you're in danger. You never give up. And that's what inspires all of us.
But
you have to remember that where you lead, they will follow.
I know I've been pushing recently, but ever since Grease
What
got
happened
hurt...
to Grease is not
Oh, okay, so they're
your
talking
fault.
about his arm.
But ever since then, you've been reckless.
I keep worrying about something bad happening to one of you.
It's good to acknowledge your fear. But don't let it determine your path.
Fear leads to hate.
Focus on the moment. Choose your direction and act with certainty. And trust that, whatever the odds, you'll pull through. Cal, trust yourself.
Trust in the Force.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what Jaro Tapal told you. So what are we doing right now? What? Oh. Oh! I was hoping this would be a thing. Very nice.
No holding back now. Focus on the moment and push through.
Yep. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh!
We gotta take this storm head on. Brace
Yes.
yourself, BD.
And Marin's just there watching.
She always knows where to guide me, even if I don't know my next step.
Cal, what happened?
See for yourself.
I'm about to impress you. You didn't even look.
Bad. Maybe you can keep up with me now.
You didn't even look, Marin.
What's the Empire up to?
They're at the temple entrance, waiting for something.
Still got time.
So that's probably how I was supposed to get to the fisherman then.
It will tear that temple apart.
Oh, it's from the...
Still in there.
Isn't that from the Clone Wars
I
as
will
well?
distract that monstrosity.
Be careful. I'll see you inside.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure that's with Oh, so this is how you get back over here. Funny. Okay. But yeah, so that's how we're supposed to do this area. Let me go back and see if I can unlock any new areas that I would like to access. Come on. Oh, there goes his leg.
Help!
That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, I literally can't do anything about that. I'm gonna have to respawn him and then fight him again. Oh, hello. Oh! So if I can figure out how this stuff works, I'll be okay. Or not. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to come back later anyway, so I don't need to stress about it right now. Something to scan? Don't make that noise if you're not going to scan.
Welcome, traveler. Though your journey started long ago. Huh.
The Path. An ancient script welcomes travelers to the beginning of the Pilgrim's Path, a long walk route for those devoted to the worship of the Force. We're back. I suck. Nice. Nice. That'll do it. Excellent. Okay, so now that I'm back here again, I should, in theory, be able to actually cross the bridge area. So this is a shortcut back up, which is nice. Okay. Let's try that again. There we are.
The winds are with us now.
That they are. Anything worth looting?
Starting excavation on the northern face of the temple. Enemy here!
Bye. You too. I see that chest. Nope. Worth a shot. Okay. I can wall run this. I have to wall run this. Okay.
That drill will take time to set up. Hope Marin can slow them down.
She'll be fine. Have faith in her. Me neither.
I chose the wrong profession. Should have wised up and chose the flamethrower track.
Huh.
Then again, I never liked fire either.
Funny. Bye.
I'm done for.
Yes, you are. I mean, you could have chosen not to be a trooper, but... Uh-oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but... Uh-oh. I just wanted to see if there was anything off to the side I could get.
How you doing, BD? Having
Thank
fun
you.
back there?
He's having a great day. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Let's keep going. That'll take me back. And I can't climb anything over there, so that's fine. We're almost there. We've almost made it. And then we've got an entire temple to explore. It is. Oh. Okay, well, easy enough. Oh, what about the chest, though? A good thing I remembered you. Activate. Nice. I'll grab this while I'm here. Thank you. Temperance switch. Let's go. I'm thinking I'm gonna just swing myself in. Or not. Okay. No, I am. Oh! Okay. Is this considered a shortcut? Where is this taking me? Yeah, it just takes me back. So it is a shortcut. But not one that you can use to go back with. Okay. So, slight regret. Now I'm kind of like, can I keep going in this direction? No. Alright, fine.
I'm pretty hurt. That hit the spot.
And it's all from fall damage, Cal. Well done. Marin is laughing at us right now. You just don't see her. Okay, what's on this side? Nothing? Alright.
Incredible. But that won't stop the Empire from reducing it to rubble.
Correct. Whoa! Made it. I was too distracted by the scenery. But it's very pretty. I'll say that now. Okay.
Blocking them. There might be chambers and tunnels out here. We'll have to proceed on foot. Copy that.
Mine. Nope, not mine. Mine.
It's the Jedi. Fire!
Bye. I like that the arms just go flying. It's kind of like... just kind of out there, you know? You poke them with the saber and their arm grip comes off. So it's not quite as realistic as it could be, but that's fine. I saw another trooper over here. Ow. Okay. Yeah, see, I just stabbed him in the chest and his arm came off. That's okay.
Great find.
Yeah. So useful. These Jedha scrolls. Still helpful. Well... this is clearly the way... oh, I could just...
gotta hurry.
slip through.
Brother Armias can't hide forever.
He's probably dead. I mean... if he's been missing for so long, he's probably dead and gone. Found it.
You know what to do. Sanctuary to all who seek it.
The destination and the beginning. Upon crossing the temple threshold, travelers are invited to meditate upon their pilgrimage before embarking upon their next
too
journey.
good to be true.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Pilgrim Sanctuary should prove a worthy location for the safe house.
Its proximity to the Archive is ideal.
And with a bit of your slicing, this temple could once again provide safe haven for those who need it most.
Sanctuary revived. Decades ago, Pilgrim Sanctuary was a refuge for those seeking safe harbor. Now, Sir Junda and Eno Cordova have repurposed the space to provide a new sanctuary for associates of the Hidden Path. Are we about to run into some actual survivors? Probably not, though. I mean, they've run into trouble out here. That's why the brother's missing, so... okay. New meditation point, good.
Focus.
Sanctuary Temple. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that it would be a good idea to actually end this episode here before we go any further. I don't know how long the upcoming portion is, but I've done a whole lot of traveling around this episode, and I feel like I need to take a break. So I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Coarse with Jedi Survivor, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.